They went from a Division I athletic program to Division III, and as a result, the vast majority of athletes got out of Shreveport. So his 2 foul shots bring Tennessee Tech back within 7. Ramblers on offense, a 7-point cushion, 49-42. No-look pass, White on the right block to O'Leary. He put it off the window and in. O'Leary his first field goal, 3rd point of the night, and Kiki White the assist. Ramblers back up by 9. Diller jump stop in the lane, and the ball stripped by Avercamp. Lead feed, Turk.
Oh my goodness!
And he slams it home. A whistle and a foul called as Oakby trailing the play knocked Turk on his behind baseline left as Turk just slammed it home. A great lead feed, and the Ramblers now flexing their muscles. The lead stands at 11. Timeout, Steve Payne of Tennessee Tech will take it with them. 12:33 to go. Ramblers 53, Tennessee Tech 42. Back in a moment on the Rambler Basketball Network.
The following is a moment.
To harness the power of the internet to make your business succeed? Find out how. Attend a free online marketing seminar for local business success. Register at ybseminars.com. Yellow Book 360 is a leading provider of customized marketing tools and services, including local online search, websites, SEM, SEO, direct mail, social media tools, and more. Get what your business needs to succeed. Register at ybseminars.com. That's ybseminars.com.
There's the world you discover inside the classroom, and then there's a world waiting right outside it. You can read about diverse cultures or live among them. You can listen to a lecture about the Great Lakes or jump in one. From Loop to Lakefront, now that's a quad. Loyola University, Chicago, where extraordinary lives begin.
First 4 points of this second stanza and tied this ball game at 38, but the Ramblers have scored 15 of the last 19 points and now lead it by 11. That is their largest lead of the night. Turk will look to make it 12 as he hopes to convert the 3-point play. Foul line to our right. Devin Turk, the 6'4 freshman out of Houston, Texas. First trip to the line this year in a Rambler uniform. On the way, left it short. Rebound back tap by Avercamp. Run down by Samarippis. And he stepped in the sideline right in front of the Rambler bench. And Tennessee Tech gives it right back over to the Loyola Ramblers. Into the ball game for Tennessee Tech, Anthony Morse, 6'8", 215, freshman out of Lawrenceville, Georgia. He's scoreless tonight so far. Hicks inbounds to O'Leary, head of the key. Flips it back up top to Kiki White, the freshman guard out of Peoria Manual. Now Avercamp on the left wing, a bounce mid-post left. O'Leary back to the basket, backing in, bodying up on Marseille. Puts the ball on the deck, spins toward the baseline. Flips it back out above the arc to White. Now finds Turk off a screen, got Samarippis in the air, puts the ball on the deck, drives into Anthony Morse, and a blocking foul called on Anthony Morse. And Morse almost wrong place, wrong time there as he ran into the advancing dribble of Devin Turk, who's going to go back to the line this time for a 1-and-1. 8th team foul against Tennessee Tech here in half number 2. So Turk, who missed his first foul shot in a Rambler uniform moments ago, goes back this time for a 1-and-1.
You know, we talked about bench scoring, and while there hasn't been much tonight from the Ramblers, Devin Turk has come in and provided a much-needed spark here in this past minute and a half or so.
Turk with 3 points. Team on 9 triples on the year, 7th in the Horizon League, shooting at a 45% clip. He's 0 for 2 so far tonight from beyond the arc. Second one by Turk is good. He makes good on both. 4 points for Devin. Chrisman back in. Jordan Hicks checks out. The Rambler lead is 13, 12-10 to go. Ramblers looking for their 3rd win in a row here tonight. They'll show a little bit of full court pressure as Marseille looks to inbound on the baseline right. Now Mitchell Hill back into the lineup for Tennessee Tech as Leonard Earl Johnson takes a seat on Steve Payne's bench. Seems like we have a delay here, and I'm not entirely sure if it was a personnel issue on Tennessee Tech's part or the officials had to get together, but Tennessee Tech does get it into Samarippis. He carries it over the 10-second line, guarded by Kiki White. O'Leary knocked it away. Samarippis ran it down. Good overplay by Matt O'Leary to get in the passing lane. Samarippis picks up his dribble, sends it in the left wing. DeRisa turns the corner baseline right, left his layup attempt short, but Marseille tipped it up and in.
I don't know how he got that one to go in.
6 for Marseille. Ramblers come back the other way. They lead it by 11. Turk a 3, finally got one tonight. 1 for 3 from downtown. Devin has 7.
Ball stolen.
White the steal, and his shot was blocked by Marseille. Samarippis up the far sideline. On the drive against Joey Chrisman. Kicks to Marseille. His 3 is good. So Marseille with 5 straight for Tennessee Tech. He has 9. And just like that, Tennessee Tech back with an 11. 58-47, 11:27 to go. 30-second timeout called. We'll keep it right here.
Well, Marseille has really heated up for a Tennessee Tech, and quite honestly, it's keeping them in the game. Devin Turk on the other side of the ball is doing a tremendous job for the Ramblers.
Devin Turk now 1 for 3 from beyond the arc tonight. That's his 10th triple of the season. He's 10 for 23, came in 7th in the Horizon League from beyond the arc this year.
Not to mention probably one of the best dunks we've seen this season for a Rambler player.
You weren't so sure he was going to get up there, were you, at first?
Hey, I was surprised, believe me. But you heard the scream. It was very exciting.
Ramblers back at it Saturday afternoon, 2 o'clock. They take on Furman. 1:30 our airtime here on the Rambler Radio Network with our PNC pregame show. 11:27 to go in this one. 58-47. Ramblers by 11. I believe they've just assessed a warning to the Rambler bench. A little bit too long coming out of the timeout.
Absolutely.
The Ramblers pick up a win here. I think it's going to be the last thing on Porter's mind when he puts his head down tonight.
Well, there's still a lot of time left here, and so the Ramblers have to continue to execute.
Big possession here as Marseille is knocked down 5 straight for Tennessee Tech. Ramblers break pressure. Chrisman into the offensive end. He'll orchestrate to Kiki White. Now Turk above the arc. A bounce for Osborne, and the ball poked out of his hands out of bounds. Baseline right. Ramblers will retain possession after the media timeout. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. 11:16 to go second half. Our count, Ramblers 58, Tennessee Tech 47. This is Rambler Basketball presented by PNC.
We don't have all the answers. We don't know every truth. We can't right all the wrongs. But maybe, just maybe, if we set our minds to it, we can find one solution. Fix one problem. Change one life. It happens every day at Loyola University Chicago, where extraordinary lives begin.
I'm Sister Jean, and I'm Rambler proud.
Loyola takes pride in keeping its athletes performing at a high level and so.
Whatever Lola wants, Lola gets. And little man, little Lola wants you. Make up your mind tonight.
One day a Pepsi, please.
The regret.
What's going on over there?
Success of the Rambler Athletics. Online at Loyola.
Tech came in ranked 30th in the country, giving up just 56.2 points per game. The Ramblers have 58 and lead it by 11, 58-47, 11-14 to go. Second half here in Rogers Park. Ramblers basketball. 18 to shoot. Avercamp at the high post, back to the basket, guarded by Morse, puts the ball on the deck, drives right side of the lane. Now back to his left, flips for Payne, 9 to shoot. Cully on the drive on Hill, step back, 15-foot jumper, right of the key, and he knocked it down. Cully Payne is a dozen. A new season high for the junior out of Schaumburg, Illinois. Here's Samaripis down the lane, runs it up with the right hand. Nice high arcer, fell through, and he has 15. So basket for basket at both ends, 10:35 to go, and it's 60-49. Rambler lead is 11 against full court pressure. Avercamp picked up his dribble, now two hands a pass to Turk, goes out of bounds right in front of our microphone as Avercamp panicked a little bit as he picked up his dribble in backcourt, had nowhere to go with it, and Tennessee Tech now takes over with an 11-point deficit at 60-49, 10:26 to go. The Ramblers, their 12th turnover of the night. Here's Samaripis. Works the dribble on the left side. DeRiza now a bounce to Marseille. Spin move into the paint up with the right hand. In traffic, rattles and falls. Oh my, Marseille has come alive here in the second half. He is at 11 as he's in double figures. Third Golden Eagle to reach double figures tonight. 15 for Samaripis, 11 for Marseille, 10 for Judd Dillard. 60-51. Halfway home second half. Turk passes up an open look. On the left wing, gives to Payne. Jump pass over to Kiki White. He'll penetrate down the lane, up with the left hand. Shot doesn't go, but he was hacked on his way in. It wasn't much of a gap, but Kiki White so lightning quick that he was able to take advantage from the right-hand side of the key into the paint. Couldn't finish the layup attempt, but he'll have a pair of foul shots to come. Ninth team foul against Tennessee Tech as Kiki White to the line. He's 7 of 12 on the stripe this year, make it 8 of 13. First point of the night for Kiki White. Does have 4 assists, however, as he has given the Ramblers a nice little boost off the bench as he has grown so accustomed to doing in his first year in a Rambler uniform. Knocks down both foul shots, give him 2, and the Rambler lead is back to 11, 62-51. DeRiza, foot in the line, long two right side. Shot doesn't go. Weak side rebound. Osborne and Morse were battling. And the foul's going to be on Osborne.
On Osborne, wow. I thought Osborne had position. Turk came over to back a bit. I think that's kind of a miscue.
So Osborne picks up the foul. Fresh 35 now for Tennessee Tech. They inbound trailing by 11, 62-51. Samaripis on the dribble against White. Takes it across the foul line. Now back up above the arc, center of the floor. Left-hand dribble, crosses over on White. Whistle a foul called off the basketball down low on the left baseline. Foul's going to be on Devin Turk this time. They're going to call him for a hold. That'll be his second. Team foul number 5 of the Ramblers here in the second half. So once again, a fresh 35 for Tennessee Tech. This time, Samaripis will trigger in, gets it into Morse in the left point. Now Marseille in the left wing on the dribble drive into the paint. Finger roll, scoop shot is up and in.
Whoa.
Marseille with 13 points. He has been something else here in the second half. 62-53, Ramblers by 9. Loyola breaks pressure. Payne now holds it. Front court right on the dribble against DeRiza. Down the lane, kicks to Osborne. 10-foot jumper, baseline left, rattles and falls for Nick Osborne. He has 4 all here in the second half. The Rambler lead back up to double figures. It stands at 11. 64-53, 8:52 to play. Samaripis gets loose, fires a 3 out front. Shot doesn't go. Back tap by Turk into the hands of Marseille and poked out of his hands by White, but a reach-in foul called against Kiki White, and that's going to be his 4th.
I think that's only the second time Samaripis has missed that shot from there tonight. He's been really good from the top of the key, knocking down the 3.
Samaripis 6 of 8 from the floor, 3 of 5 from distance, and he was 5 for 5 from the floor to start this thing off.
Marseille is single-handedly keeping them in the game. He has been really explosive here.
Marseille at halftime had 2 points. So he has 11 in the first 12 minutes of this second half. Came in averaging just 5.3 points per contest. 2 points and 5 rebounds the last time this team took the floor at Evansville 8 days ago. 64-53, Ramblers by 11. McCoy puts the ball on the deck, kicks it right corner. Johnson a 3, got it. Lateral Johnson from downtown. Just a 29% three-point shooter on the year, but he's got 9 tonight. 64-56, 8-point Rambler lead with the basketball. 8:26 to go, second half here in Rogers Park. Payne, the left-hand dribble, works around an Avercamp ball screen. Now picks up his dribble, 2 hands a pass. Hicks puts the ball on the deck, turns the corner baseline left. Kicks it out above the arc to Chrisman, back over to Hicks in the left corner. He'll send it out, Payne, long 3 straight on, rims out, rebound comes down to McKay. McKay outlet left over Samaripis. Samaripis slaloms forecourt, takes it top of the circle between the legs and the dribble. Passes off over to Johnson right side. Now Riggins. At the left point comes Dillard, the top scorer in the OVC. High post feed to Riggins. Whip out past Johnson. Head fake. Jump stop in the lane. Up and under move against Hicks. Left it short, but a whistle and a foul called. Jordan Hicks going to get whistled for the foul. So foul shots to come for Tennessee Tech when we come back. Media timeout, we'll take it with them. 7:48 to go, second half here in Rogers Park. It's the Ramblers by 8, 64-56. Presented by Payne.
Whatever Lola wants, Lola gets. And little thing, little Lola wants you. Make up your mind tonight.
One day, Pepsi, please.
The regret.
What's going on over there?
And Lou Wolf, your favorite mascot, is now on Twitter. Be sure to follow him at LU_Wolf to stay in the loop on all the fun events at Loyola. He'll be having contests all season long. Ever wonder what it's like to...
Are you ready to harness the power of the internet to make your business succeed? Find out how. Attend a free online marketing seminar for local business success. Register at ybseminars.com. Yellow Book 360 is a leading provider of customized marketing tools and services, including local online search, websites, SEM, SEO, direct mail, social media tools, and more. Get what your business needs to succeed. Register at ybseminars.com. That's ybseminars.com.
Set aside and what's left.
Tennessee Tech out-rebounding the Ramblers 14-5 in the first 2 minutes and 12 seconds of this second half, and that has pulled them back within 8. 64-56, the Ramblers an 8-point edge. John Fitzgerald, Stephon Robinson back live courtside here at Gentile Arena. Johnson to the line, knocks down the first of 2 foul shots. He's in double figures now with 10. So 4 Golden Eagles in double figures tonight, led by Sam Marippis, who has 15. 13 for Marseille, 11 of which have come here in the second half. Second one by Johnson doesn't go, rattles out, rebound to Chrisman. Fourth rebound of the night for Joe. Ramblers break pressure, 7:39 to go, 64-57. Ramblers have led it by as many as 14 here in this second half, but it's down to a 7-point spread. Payne, lob feed, caught by Avercamp, low right, blocked away by Dillard. Offensive board, went to Christian Thomas, but he was hacked on his way back up. So 2 shots to come for Christian Thomas, the sophomore forward out of St. Louis, Missouri.
Christian Thomas came from the top of the key to get that rebound. So this is great. He's shooting 100%, I believe, from the free throw line this season. So hopefully these two will be easy to knock down.
How about a reverse whammy for the poor guy, huh?
Absolutely.
Got to jinx him right there, don't you? Free throw good.
Are you kidding? This guy's money.
3 points now for Christian Thomas. Getting his points off the offensive glass. 7th in the Horizon League, pulling down 2.2 offensive boards per game. A team-high 13 offensive rebounds on the year coming into play tonight. Second foul shot of the sophomore to St. Louis. Rimming, got it.
Oh.
He has 4. He's made 20 straight dating back to last year and a perfect 13 for 13 this year.
No jinx there.
66, you're lucky. 66-57. Rambler lead is 9. McKay rises. Jumper baseline left. Missed it. And a tip by Dillard on the weak side. Rolled out. Should have come down with it and put it back up. Instead, the tip didn't fall. Ramblers by 9, the basketball. Christian Thomas at the foul line, guarded by Riggins. 66-57. Cully Payne out near the time stripe now as we crawl under 7 minutes to play in this second half. First of 2 home games in this homestand for the Ramblers. Cully Payne works the dribble right side, back to his left around an Avercamp ball screen, drives left-hand side of the lane, whip out pass to Chrisman, let him a bit too much. Chrisman corrals. He'll now penetrate down the lane, layup attempt rolled out in the weak side board, pulled down by Javon McKay. McKay, Samarippis up ahead. Johnson loads up a 3 left wing, air ball, but pulled down by Dillard on the weak side. A whistle and a foul called, and I believe it's going to go against Judd Dillard, who battled with Chrisman for the rebound. Foul is going to be on Dillard going over the back as he went up against Chrisman on the far side. Team foul number 10 against Tennessee Tech. They'll walk to the other end. Double bonus opportunity now as Joe Chrisman goes to the line. First trip to the line tonight for the sophomore out of Munster, Indiana. 5 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists for Chrisman, who's 2 for 4 from the stripe this year. All 4 of those strokes coming on Saturday afternoon in the victory at NIU in DeKalb. First foul shot this trip left it woefully short. Now 2 of 5. Barnes comes back in along with Marseille as Ryan Riggins and Javon McKay check out for Tennessee Tech. So Chrisman, one more foul shot to come. 66-57. Ramblers by 9 with 6.5 to play. It's a 9-point lead. This foul shot would make it 10, but the way Tennessee Tech can score in bunches, nothing's safe. It is a double-figure lead at 67-57. Chrisman now with 6 points. But those leads never seem too safe with this ball club as they can erase it very quickly.
Well, 2 names, Samarippis and Marseille. They've really been doing the job here for Tennessee Tech.
Samarippis goes in a circle and dribble, finally leaves it low right for Marseille. Good going glass. He got hacked on his way in by Avercamp. Samarippis literally took a trip around the paint on the dribble, kept it alive. Finally, the defense collapsed on him. He found Marseille, who laid it up and in. Marseille now with 15. He'll look to make it 16. Foul line to our left.
You know, and almost on cue, Marseille makes that layup and then hits the free throw here. They've really between the two of them, kept Tennessee Tech in this game. Without them, and with Dillard not being able to score, this game would be 30 point down.
Marseille converts the three-point play. Payne runs into Johnson. She tries to advance it into the forecourt. Johnson gets whistled for the blocking foul, and Cully Payne now to the line. He'll have a pair on the double bonus with 6:11 to go. Marseille has 16 points, 14 of which have come here in the second half. So Payne back to the line for the Ramblers on the night. Cully a perfect 2 for 2. 12 points, a new season high to go along with 5 assists. First free throw on the way, off back rim, no good. Teresa back in. Johnson checks out. Teresa, a very good three-point shooter. 5 for 12 in the year. One more to come for Payne here in the double bonus as the Ramblers lead it by 7. Free throw on the way by the left-handed junior is good. The Ramblers lead it by 8. Cully Payne with 13. Samarippis, a spin move top of the circle, sends it off on the left wing to Risa, now into the left point. Marseille battles up against Avercamp at the left block, passes out to Risa, now shuffles off Samarippis between the circles out high. 17 to shoot. Samarippis drives on Payne, picks up his dribble. Passes off Marseille, drives on Avercamp, gets underneath, up with the right hand, got it to go. He has 18-16 in the second half. And Tennessee Tech is back within 6, 68-62. 5:36 to go, second half here in Rogers Park. Cully Payne between the legs of the dribble out high, center of the forecourt. On the dribble against Judd Dillard. Dillard tried to poke it away. Payne kept it alive. Dumps to Avercamp in the block. A whistle. Did he walk or 3 seconds?
He shuffled his feet, I think.
So the Ramblers nonetheless turn it back over to Tennessee Tech with 5:21 to go in the second half. 68-62. The Rambler lead is 6, but Ramblers literally clinging to that 6-point lead as Tennessee Tech goes back on offense. Samarippis into the offensive end, up the left sideline, gives to Marseille. Marseille jump stop, step back, 15-foot jumper, left it short. Rebound controlled by Barnes on the weak side. Outlet to Dillard. Samarippis, open look, 3 left wing. That's too strong, and Avercamp secures the rebound. The Ramblers ever needed to come up with a stop, it was that trip down. Ramblers by 6 with the basketball, 68-62, 4:50 to play, second half here in Rogers Park. Here's Hicks on the right point. He's hounded by Marseille in the man-to-man. Now the help side defense, knocked away by Derisa. Ramblers keep control. Payne, a bounce feed, right block, over to Thomas, hangs in the air, layup attempt doesn't go. The follow by Avercamp doesn't go. Dillard got the rebound, and he's knocked to the ground. And the foul's going to go against the Ramblers. Avercamp had a chance to tip that one in from the left block, but it didn't fall. And Tennessee Tech goes back on offense as Riggins checks in. Barnes is going to limp off, might have turned his ankle a little bit. 9th team foul called against the Ramblers here in the second half, so they'll walk foul line to our left for a 1-on-1 opportunity now. This time it's going to be the form of Judd Dillard, the team's top scorer and rebounder, 23.3 points per game. He has 10 only tonight, however. First free throw is good. It falls through. Dillard now 3 for 3 from the stripe tonight for his 11 points. He came in just a 69% free throw shooter. Chrisman out, Kiki White in. Kiki does have 4 fouls as he comes back into the game with 4:31 to go, second half. Dillard's second one on the way, good. So Dillard has a dozen, and just like that, Tech is back within 4, 68-64. Full court pressure applied by the Golden Eagles. Ramblers inbound. Kiki White runs a point for the Maroon and Gold in backcourt. Lob feed over to Hicks, threw it over his head, couldn't bring it in, goes out of bounds, baseline left. The Ramblers turn it back over to Tennessee Tech in what is now a 4-point ball game. The Ramblers led it by as many as 14 midway through this second half, but with 4:22 to go, it's 68-64. Ramblers by just 4 as Samarippis carries into the offensive end. 13th turnover of the night committed by the Ramblers, last trip down. Samarippis pounds the right-hand dribble. Now works around a Marseille pick. Lost his footing, kept the dribble alive. Ball's loose on the deck. Payne comes away. Lead feed Thomas. Up ahead Hicks. Hicks to the cup with a kiss.
Wow, excellent pass that time by Christian Thomas.
Hicks with the layup and an offensive foul called at the other end against Tennessee Tech. Hicks has 15. Steve Payne wants an explanation. And the Ramblers will have it when we come back. Wow. Media timeout, we'll take it with them. 3:55 to go, second half here in Rogers Park. It's the Ramblers 70, Tennessee Tech 64. Back in a moment. This is Rambler Basketball presented by PNC.
We don't have all the answers. We don't know every truth. We can't right all the wrongs, but maybe, just maybe, if we set our minds to it, we can find one solution, fix one problem, change one life. It happens every day at Loyola University Chicago, where extraordinary lives begin.
John Fitzgerald, Stephon Robinson back live courtside here at Gentile Arena in Chicago. The Ramblers a 70-64 lead on Tennessee Tech. Ramblers of basketball after the media timeout. Hicks works it out high on the right wing to Kiki White. White drives under Risa, flips it out above the arc over to Payne on the left wing. He draws Samarippis defensively, has a pick from Thomas, uses it, now two hands of pass to Avercamp. Avercamp drives the right baseline, cut off by Riggins, flip it up over to Payne, 5 to shoot. Payne down the left-hand side of the lane. Runner with the left hand falls through. Cully Payne has 15 points, and the Rambler lead is 8. It's 72-64. Big time shot by the junior out of Schaumburg. And at the other end, a nice high-low feed. Marseille found Riggins, who laid it up and in. Riggins on the board, his first 2 of the night. 72-66. Ramblers by 6 with the basketball, moving left to right as we crawl under 3 minutes to play in the second half here in Rogers Park. Kiki White works the dribble on high, guarded by DeRisa, and Porter Moser wants time, a 30-second timeout. Clock stop with 2:47 to play, and the Rambler lead is 6, 72-66. Rambler basketball is presented by the Caputo Cheese Market, located at 1931 North 15th Avenue in Melrose Park. The Caputo Cheese Market is open 7 days a week and carries over 1,000 cheeses, as well as oils, vinegars, spices, pasta, and a wide range of deli items. They also offer a complete wine selection and numerous freshly baked items in their focacceria. You can also visit their second location at 231 East Wisconsin Avenue in Lake Forest. The Caputo Cheese Market, proud alumni sponsors of Rambler basketball. 2:47 to go. Ramblers 72, Tennessee Tech 66. And Stephon Robinson, what do the Ramblers have to do to hold on for the final 2:47 of this one?
They've got to continue to execute on offense, and they've got to make sure they secure those rebounds on both the offensive and defensive ends.
Ramblers inbound, just 15 seconds on the shot clock. Payne works the dribble on high. Gives it up top over to Kiki White. White a bounce into the left corner. Thomas back up top. Kiki on the dribble against Johnson. 4 to shoot. Payne around an Avercamp ball screen. Has to force up a 3 right wing.
Oh, you're kidding.
Are you kidding me? He knocked it down. Cully Payne, a career high 18 points in a Rambler uniform. And with 2:20 to go, the Rambler lead is all of a sudden back to 9, 75-66. Shot clock was winding down. He had to turn, fired from the hip right wing, and he buried it. Samarippis, no-look pass, broken up by Thomas. Up ahead, Payne. Cully's going to tap on the brakes and wait for the Cavalry. Cross-court pass, Hicks. Extra pass over to White. Crosses over on Marseille, but he walked with the basketball. And Kiki White turns it back over to Tennessee Tech. 2 minutes to play, 75-66. The Rambler lead is 9.
Don't get extended on ball screens.
Marseille inbounds to Samarippis. Samarippis into the offensive end, back to the basket, drives on White to the foul line. No look pass, shovels across the lane. Riggins, high arcer, kissed it home. Ryan Riggins, his 4th point of the night. 12-4 coming here in the second half, and a 30-second timeout called by Steve Payne. The second-year head boss for the Golden Eagles with 1:49 to play, 75-68. The Rambler lead cut to 7.
You know, and this is why those turnovers by the Ramblers are so important here, especially this late in the game. We've got a traveling violation by Kiki White in the corner there, and then Tennessee Tech comes down and scores. They get a very high percentage shot right next to the basket, scores with a few seconds going off the clock, and so that works to their advantage. The Ramblers have to make sure that they're protecting the ball.
Rambler basketball presented by the Doubletree Hotel and Conference Center, Chicago North Shore, located just minutes from downtown Chicago and O'Hare International Airport. The Doubletree Hotel is the leading choice on Chicago's famous North Shore. Come and discover the new definition of hospitality, the Doubletree Hotel and Conference Center, Chicago North Shore. 1:49 to play, 75-68. Ramblers by 7. Ramblers inbound against full court Tennessee Tech pressure. Payne in backcourt on the dribble. Lost a handle on it. Ball's loose. Johnson has it. A whistle and a reach-in foul called against Cully Payne after he lost a handle on the basketball. That's going to be the first on Cully here tonight. Double bonus opportunity now as Cully Payne with 18 points. That leads the Ramblers in scoring. As a matter of fact, tied with Marseille for the top scorers of the night for either ball club. That's going to send Johnson to the line for Tennessee Tech. He's 2 of 3 from the stripe tonight to 11 points. First free throw rattles and falls. .141 to go, 75-69. Tennessee Tech back within 6. Second free throw is good. It's a 5-point ball game. Johnson makes good on both. 141, 75-70 our count. Ramblers inbound. Avercamp looking to get it in against full court pressure. Forced to call a timeout, can't get it in as Tennessee Tech switched up the defensive pressure. And the Ramblers got to burn a 30 here with 141 to go, 75-70 our count. And really the Ramblers not only digging in defensively, not turning it over, but more than anything else, it's keeping their head and wits about them as Tennessee Tech throws different kinds of defenses at them. They can't be forced into rushing themselves or making a bad decision.
Absolutely. And at this point in the game, if you're up by 9 points, the biggest thing that's working against Tennessee Tech is the clock. And so when we look at attacking the basket in these instances, Ramblers have the ball. Let's bring the ball back out. If there's a lot of time left on the shot clock, there's no point in attacking at that point. We've got a 9-point lead. Let's waste a little bit of the clock, execute, and then try to get a good shot out of it.
So the Ramblers break huddle with Avercamp, Payne, Thomas, Hicks, and Kiki White. Ramblers break pressure. Payne into the forecourt. His pass to Hicks, broken up and knocked out of bounds by Dennis Ogby. Ramblers caught a break there. Not a great pass out of the hands of Payne into traffic as Hicks checks out. Into the ball game once again for the Ramblers comes Joe Chrisman. So now the Ramblers to inbound, cut in that coffin corner on the offensive end, far sideline with 1:33 to play, and the Ramblers a 5-point lead. Chrisman looking to get it in, lobs it all the way in backcourt to Avercamp. Avercamp carries it over the 10-second line. The Ramblers set up the half-court offense. Payne a two-hand pass to White. White guarded tightly by Marseille. Pitches it out over to Chrisman in the right corner. Chrisman brings it out, and he stepped on the sideline right in front of the Rambler bench. And the Ramblers give it back over to Tennessee Tech. 17th turnover of the night for the Ramblers, but the Ramblers are lucky because Tech has been guilty of 19 miscues in their own right. With 1:21 to play, it's 75-70. Tennessee Tech breaks pressure. Samarippis all the way down the lane to the rack. Layup, he missed the shot. Wild shot, long Karam comes out to the Ramblers. Payne quickly into the forecourt, left to right. A bounce for Kiki White, and they're going to foul him in the form of Judd Dillard with 1:09 to play. 75-70, the Ramblers by 5. Samarippis a bit out of control, couldn't finish the layup attempt. I'm not sure if he was expecting contact or not, but that was a golden opportunity for Tennessee Tech.
He missed an opportunity to pass the ball to the man on the opposite, on the weak side block there. So just an unfortunate miscue for them. They're going to have to foul the rest of the way here.
Kiki White to the line where he's 2 of 2 tonight, and he missed the first.
Ramblers shooting 76% as a team here from the free throw line. They've got to knock down these free throws.
White with 4 points on the night. I'm sorry, 2 points, 4 assists for the rookie guard out of Peoria Manual. 2 of 3 from the stripe. Second one on the way. Got it. So White makes good on 1 of 2. Hits the second.
Nearly stolen
and
that
White
time.
tried to take it away. Fell into the far side, first row of seats. And with 1:07 to play, it'll stay with Tennessee Tech. 76-70. The Ramblers by 6. Dillard inbound. Hash mark right, gets it into Samarippis, works around a Marseille ball screen, now feeds Marseille. Open look 3 straight on, missed it horribly to the left, and the rebound to Avercamp. Avercamp dishes off to White, who's fouled immediately in backcourt by Samarippis. 56 1/10 remain. They'll walk to the other end, foul line to our right for a pair of foul shots from the double bonus once again. Where Kiki White is 3 of 4 from the stripe tonight. Went 1 of 2 just moments ago.
Tennessee Tech really rushed that last shot. I thought Marseille should have tried to go towards the basket a bit, maybe even get fouled.
They've had a couple opportunities, just haven't been able to knock it down the stretch.
Absolutely.
So 2-shot foul now upcoming for Kiki White with 56 1/10 remaining. White eyes the hoop. This is a double bonus opportunity now for the Ramblers. First one off the back rim, no good. Stays a 6-point game, 56 1/10 remaining. Tennessee Tech on the night, 35% from beyond the arc. They're 6 of 17. Samarippis has 3 of those 6 3 balls. White, second one of the way. That one rolls in. So White has 4, and the Rambler leads 7, under a minute to play. Johnson quickly forecourt now for Tech. He'll penetrate left of the key, up against Payne. He stepped in the side, on the inline, I should say, baseline left. As he tried to turn the corner, Payne applied the defense. And Tennessee Tech gives it back over to the Ramblers, their 20th turnover of the night. 48 seconds for the ball game, 77-70. Avercamp in backcourt, jump stop, puts the ball on the deck into the offensive end. Gives to Cully Payne. Tennessee Tech not fouling. To White, now they finally do. The shot clock down to 22. 36 and 5/10 remain in the game. The Ramblers by 7. And Jeff White, an opportunity to get awfully wealthy from the stripe here in the game's final few minutes. Steve Payne wants time. A 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. 36 and 5/10 remain. 77-70. The Ramblers by 7 with a pair of foul shots to come out of the hands of Kiki White.
And this is why free throws are so important, quite honestly. It advances the lead, but you got to make sure that you knock these things down. It takes the opportunity for the opposing team to win the game completely away. Here, it's a 3-possession game now, where it'd still be a 3-possession game, but they'd be ahead by 9 points if he makes all those free throws.
Fourth-year Rambler head coach Eric Simpson and the Loyola women's basketball team off to a 3-2 start to the campaign. The Rambler women will return to Rogers Park next Wednesday night, December 5th. They take on Western Illinois. Tip-off set for 7 o'clock here at Gentile Arena. Tickets on sale now at the Norville Center box office. Dial them up at 773-508-WOLF. That's 773-508-9653. You can also purchase your tickets online at LoyolaRamblers.tix.com as Kiki White misses the front end of the double bonus. One more to come. 7-point lead for the Ramblers. Kiki can knock this down and make it 8. Eyes the hoop, free throw, good. 78-70, Ramblers by 8. Kiki White has 5. Quickly forecourt, Dillard off the window and in with the right hand. Where has that been all night? He has 14.
Well, the Ramblers are taking that away on defense, quite honestly, but you see what he can do in transition. He's very fast and very skilled when he gets close to the basket.
31 and 6/10 remain. Rambler lead cut to 6, 78-72. Ramblers looking for their 3rd victory in a row. They open up this 2-game non-conference homestand here tonight. It's the Furman Paladins coming to town. They lost tonight at home in Greenville, South Carolina at the hands of Western Carolina. So Furman now 2-4 as they head to the Gentile Arena Saturday afternoon, 2 o'clock the start time. We'll have that ball game here on the Rambler Network beginning at 1:30 Chicago time as our Loyola University Medical Center pregame show kicks things off with our coverage. 1:30, the tip just after 2 o'clock this Saturday afternoon, the Ramblers and Furman. Then it'll be a week off, and they head to Big Ten country, East Lansing, Michigan, to take on the 13th-ranked Michigan State Spartans, who at last look were trailing Miami in the Big Ten ACC Challenge in the second half. 31 and 6/10 remain in this one. 78-72. Dillard's most recent points, giving him 14, brought Tennessee Tech back within 6. So it's a 2-possession ball game right now. Cleveland State victorious over Ball State on the road tonight. And the other game in Horizon League action, Kent State in overtime wins at Youngstown State 85-78. Miami pulls off the upset down in Coral Gables 67-59 over the 13th-ranked Michigan State Spartans. Ramblers inbound. Cully Payne racing forecourt. Bounce feed over to Chrisman. He's hammered right in front of the Rambler bench by Judd Dillard. Clock stop, 27 and 2/10. 78-76. Chrisman to the line for the Ramblers. Joe Chrisman 1 for 2 from the stripe tonight. 6 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists for the sophomore out of Munster, Indiana. Ramblers 73% as a team for the stripe tonight. First free throw by Joe, rolls out. Stays a 2-possession ball game. Oakby back in. Javon McKay checks out. Ramblers with Chrisman, Thomas, Hicks, Payne, and Avercamp, the 5 on the floor for Porter Moser's ball club. Kiki White set to come in if Chrisman knocks down the second foul shot. 78-72. Chrisman eyes the hoop. Free throw on the way. Rimmed out. Rebound Oakby. Still a 2-possession game. Shot clock is going dark. 24 seconds for the ball game. Dillard, spin move into the lane. Kick it out. Oakby, open look. 3 straight on. Nothing but net. It's a 3-point game. 78-75. Oakby has 6. His second triple of the night. Full court pressure applied by Tennessee Tech. 18 and 5/10 remain. Avercamp runs the baseline. Inbounds pass contested by Marseille. And they get into Christian Thomas. The right guy to foul if you're a Rambler fan. And Thomas fouled in backcourt. It'll be a double bonus opportunity as they walk foul line to our right with 17 5/10 remaining. And what was a 1 point, a 14-point lead for the Ramblers now whittled down to just 3, 78-75.
Absolutely, and 5 free throws missed here. So a real lost opportunity because of the missed free throws.
Ramblers 22 of 32 from the stripe tonight. But Christian Thomas to the line. 4 points on the night for the sophomore out of St. Louis, and he missed for the first time this year. That breaks a string for Thomas of 20 straight foul shots. He's now 13 of 14 on the year. He'll have one more to come. It's a double bonus opportunity. So right now, still a one-possession game. It's 78-75. One more to come for the sophomore out of St. Louis. This would be a big one. Second one on the way. Got it. 4-point game, 79-75. 17 5/10 remain. Timeout, Porter Moser. Christian Thomas has 5. And the Rambler lead, more importantly, back to 4. Shot clock is dark, and Tennessee Tech will inbound after this 30-second timeout.
You know, the Ramblers should show pressure here when they come out, try and take some of this time off the clock. The Tennessee Tech team, they're able to come down and score. They're only taking maybe 3 or 4 seconds off the clock each possession. They come back and foul the Ramblers, and so they're keeping themselves in the game by being really efficient and scoring quickly. So the Ramblers have to try and take some of the time away by pressing.
How do you slow that down without the possibility of committing a foul? Both teams in the double bonus here, and the last thing the Ramblers want to do is put somebody in the line.
No, I totally agree with you. But by the same token, they're going north-south here and going directly to the basket and getting layups. So let's take some of that away. And so they're showing full court pressure here now. No, actually.
So the Ramblers pick up full court. Avercamp, Payne, White, Hicks, and Crispin, the 5 on the floor. Tennessee Tech inbounds to Dillard. Dillard up the near sideline, 14 seconds of the game. 79-75. Ogby to the foul line, kick to Marseille. 3 over Hicks. Got it. It's a 1-point game. 7 3/10 remain. Marseille has 21. Ramblers inbound. Crispin fouled at half court by Marseille. 21 for Marseille, 19 here in the second half. But Marseille is done as he commits a personal foul.
Well, that's a big loss for Tennessee Tech. I mean, everything he's thrown up tonight has gone in with the exception of that one errant 3-point shot.
So the clock is stopped with 6 6/10 remaining. 79-78. The Ramblers by 1. Joe Crispin to the line. When we resume play, it'll be a double bonus opportunity. Crispin 1 for 4 from the stripe tonight. 6 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. The Ramblers as a team, 68% from the stripe. They're 23 of 34. Tennessee Tech breaks huddle with Dillard, Johnson, Ogby, DeRisa, and Ryan Riggins now into the ballgame. Ramblers counter with Crispin, Hicks, Payne, Kiki White, and Ben Avercamp. So Crispin to the line. 1 for 4 from the stripe tonight. These would be big. He needs them both here just to make it a 3-point game. 6 6/10 remain. Joe eyes the hoop. Right-handed free throw on the way. Got it! Big time shot by Crispin there. Give him 7. 1 more to come. This one to be bigger. This would force Tennessee Tech into hitting a 3 to force an extra session. It's a 2-point lead right now for the Ramblers. 80-78. 6 6/10 remain. Second free throw by the sophomore on the way. Got it again. 81-78. Tennessee Tech out of timeouts, but Porter Moser wants to burn a full timeout.
You know, it was a really good call that time. DeRisa was able to sprint down the floor. He was uncontested. If they had gotten the long ball there, he might have been able to knock down a 3.
Well, this is the best opportunity they have to slow down the advancement of Tennessee Tech. Because
Absolutely.
Tennessee Tech likes to get down. And to be perfectly honest with you, they got some guys who can get down the floor pretty quickly.
Within a couple of seconds. I mean, generally it takes about 4 seconds to run the length of the floor. These guys are very quick.
Now keep in mind, Marseille has fouled out of this ball game. He is a game-high 21, 19 in the second half. He is 2 of 4 from beyond the arc tonight. For Tennessee Tech as a team, they've knocked down 8 of 19 3 attempts. That's a 42% clip. They're going to need a 3 here. Samaripis is 3 of 6 from distance tonight, but he hit his first 3. He's missed his last 3. Marseille is out. Johnson is 1 of 4. Dillard has not knocked down a 3 yet tonight. He's only attempted 1 for the top scorer in the Ohio Valley Conference. He has 14 points and came in averaging 23 3/10. And on the season, he's 8 for 16 from distance. So Dillard 0 for 1. He's now 8 of 17 on the year. You got to think the top scorer in the Ohio Valley Conference is going to have a shot to put up the final 3. You would think Samarippis or Dillard here in the final possession.
Well, DeRessa can also shoot the 3. You've seen him throw a couple of really long heaves up there, and so there may be an opportunity for him as well.
Johnson inbounds to Dillard. Back to Johnson over the 10-second line. He'll spot up a 3. Top of the key. Missed it badly. Weak side rebound to Dillard. Step back 3. It's off the mark, and this one is over. Wow. The Ramblers dig in defensively. Johnson fires up a 3 in transition. Probably not the shot that Steve Payne drew up, but nonetheless, the Ramblers win their 3rd consecutive ball game. They dug in defensively when they needed to, knocked down foul shots when they needed to down the stretch, and the Ramblers win it 81-78. The final score here at Gentile Arena tonight. With the victory, the Ramblers improved to 5-2 overall. They have won 3 straight as they open up this 2-game non-conference homestand. The loss is the 2nd straight for Tennessee Tech. They fall to 3-2. It was an epic, frenetic pace in this one, but the Ramblers did just enough to win it and hold on.
For the entire game, and both teams played very well. We said at the beginning of the game they were evenly matched. You look at the score, and it really came down to free throws at the end. They made a couple of free throws and win by 3 points. And so, great job for the Ramblers tonight.
Ramblers win it 81-78, the final count tonight here in Rogers Park. Our post-game show comes your way right after this timeout. Ramblers now 5-2. They've won 3 in a row. Stay with us. Presented by PNC. This is Loyola Rambler basketball.
At PNC, we're happy to be part of bringing you today's game. The key to winning any game is anticipation, knowing